students, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. How are you today? I hope all of you are in a good condition. So today it is nice to see you again. Welcome back to our English lesson class. Before I continue the lesson today, I have a question for you. Have you ever seen the application letter, or have you ever known about the application letter? If you have not known about the application letter, that's okay. It is the right time to join my class today, because today we are going to study about the application letter. So are you ready to study? Very good. Now here it is the explanation for you. Okay students, now let's begin our lesson today. It is talking about the application letter. Before we go to our main explanation about the application letter, it's better if you know learning objective of the lesson. And these are the learning objectives of the lesson. First, you can understand the definition of application letter. Second, you can understand parts of application letter. And the third, you can read and get information from some application letter. Pertama, kalian bisa memahami definisi dari surat lamaran. Yang kedua, kalian bisa memahami bagian-bagian dari surat lamaran. Yang ketiga, dalam pembelajaran ini adalah kalian akan membaca serta mendapatkan informasi dari berbagai surat lamaran. Okay, students, so actually, do you know what is application letter? Okay, good. So, application letter is a business document, part of the important correspondence between applicant and organization, firm, or company that publish a vacancy. So, surat lamaran adalah dokumen bisnis, bagian dari korespondensi penting antara pelamar dan organisasi, firma, ataupun perusahaan yang mempublikasikan lowongan. So, this is the definition of application letter. And now, let's see the application letter standard. A standard generic form for the letter of applications are: first, introduce yourself. Second, state briefly what you want, what position you are applying for. Third, state clearly why you are qualified for the position. Fourth, to elaborate as to your special assets why you are particularly well suited for. The fifth, to highlight your most important training, experiences, skills, and accomplishment. The sixth, to end with a compelling statement as to why the employer ought to hire you. Standar yang pertama, kalian harus memperkenalkan diri kalian terlebih dahulu. Kemudian yang kedua, kalian menyatakan dengan singkat posisi yang kalian inginkan. Yang ketiga, kalian nyatakan secara jelas kemampuan kalian, mengapa kalian sesuai dengan posisi tersebut. Yang keempat, kalian bisa menyatakan secara jelas mengapa kalian memenuhi syarat untuk posisi tersebut. Yang kelima, kalian bisa tekankan sebagian besar keterampilan kalian dan pencapaian pengalaman pelatihan yang telah kalian lakukan. Yang keenam, kalian bisa menunjukkan pernyataan yang meyakinkan mengapa perusahaan ataupun instansi harus menerima kalian untuk bekerja di sana. Okay students, so that's all the application letter standard. Now, we go on to detailed information part of letter. The detailed information part of letter: first, write title, and then application address, and then the date, and then employer's address, salutation, first paragraph, content, last paragraph, closing, and enclosure. Now, let's discuss one by one part of the application letter. First, title. When you write title, state the relevant position of the required job. Pada saat kalian menuliskan title, jangan lupa untuk menunjukkan ataupun menuliskan posisi yang tertulis pada lowongan yang sesuai dengan posisi yang kalian inginkan. And then application address. Application address adalah alamat pelamar. So, write your name, write your address, write your phone number, and also write your email address. Jadi pada alamat pelamar, kalian tulis nama kalian, alamat kalian, nomor telepon kalian, serta email address kalian. And then the date, tanggal. Check that the date on your application letter is the same as the day you put it in mail or letter. Pastikan tanggal pada surat lamaran kalian bertanggal sama dengan tanggal yang kalian masukkan pada surat yang kalian kirimkan. When you write the date, there are two styles. First, British style, and the second is American style. Jadi kalian bisa menggunakan dua form of penulisan the date, penulisan tanggal. Pertama adalah British style. Pada British style, write month, date, and then followed by the year. Tulis bulan, tanggal, kemudian baru tahun. For examples, December 24th, 2020. So, use ordinal number. Contoh dari ordinal number adalah first, second, third. And then American style. American style, write date, month, and the year. Tulis tanggal, bulan, kemudian baru tahun. And use cardinal number 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on. Okay, student, so this is the way how to write the date. And next we go on. Number 4 is employer's address. When you write employer address, write the following sequence. First, write name of the responsible officer or employer's name. Tulis orang yang membuat lowongan ataupun orang yang bertanggung jawab pada lowongan tersebut. And then post the responsible officer of job title. Tulis jabatan penanggung jawab atau jabatan orang yang membuka lowongan kerja. And then write name of the organization or company's name. Kalian tulis nama perusahaannya. And then write address of the organization or company's address. Kalian tulis alamat perusahaan ataupun alamat organisasi tersebut. Okay, the next is salutation. Salutation or opening greeting. Address to the responsible officer as far as you can. For example, Dear Mr. Lee or Dear Mrs. Sonia. But if you don't know, you can use Dear Sir or Dear Madam. Pada penulisan salutation, sebaiknya kalian menunjukkan langsung kepada orang yang bertanggung jawab bila kalian mengetahui. Tetapi bila kalian tidak mengetahui, kalian bisa menuliskan pada salutation Dear Sir or Dear Madam. Okay, good. Now let's go on. First paragraph. This is part of number 6 is first paragraph or opening paragraph. When you write first paragraph, state again the post you are applying for and explain how the vacancy is known. Pada first paragraph, kalian bisa menyatakan kembali posisi yang kalian lamar dan menjelaskan bagaimana lowongan itu kalian ketahui. And then, content. List the relevant academic qualifications and experience to show that you are the best person for the post. Content, kalian buat daftar kualifikasi dan pengalaman akademis yang relevan untuk menunjukkan bahwa kalian adalah orang yang terbaik untuk posisi tersebut. And then, last paragraph. Last paragraph indicate your wish for an interview. Pada last paragraph, kalian tunjukkan keinginan kalian untuk mengikuti wawancara ataupun untuk mengikuti interview. And number 9 is closing. Use your sincerely if you are addressing to the responsible officer. Otherwise, use yours faithfully. And then, sign your name below the closing remark and type your name under the signature. Pada closing ataupun penutup, kalian gunakan kata penutup yours sincerely atau yours faithfully. Kemudian, tulis ataupun ketik nama kalian di bawah tanda tangan. And the last part is enclosure. Enclosure consists of resume and copy or certificate. In enclosure, you must attach the resume and copy of certificate. Pada lampiran, kalian attachkan CV dan kopi dari sertifikat sebagai data penunjang kalian. Well, students, so that's all the parts of the application letter. So now let's have some exercises. Before you have some exercises, I think it's better if you read the example of an application letter first. I give you time to read the application letter. After this, we will have some exercises. Now, based on the application letter above, so here it is the exercises. Exercises number 1. Where does the applicant apply for the position on that application letter? Okay, so what is your answer? The answer is the applicant applies for post of clerk. Very good. Good. Now we go on to number 2. When does the applicant write the application letter? Good. So the applicant writes the application letter on December 24th, 2020. Question number 3. Where does the applicant address his application letter to? What is your answer? Good. So the applicant addresses his application letter to Mr. David Lee at the Personnel Manager, P.O. Box 1234, Hong Kong. Students, this all the explanation about the application letter. Okay, students, that's all the explanation today. So what do you think? Can you understand very well? I do hope that you can understand very well. And I do hope you can use this knowledge in your daily activity. So students, thank you for joining the class. I'm afraid that I must stop this lesson today. And see you again. Have a nice day. Bye-bye. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.